There are a lot of people that have created videos on how to start an online business or how to do social media marketing that, in my opinion, have a lot to answer for. For years, they have made it seem like Facebook advertising, Instagram advertising is really easy. Anyone can set up a campaign. My Springer Spaniel could set up a campaign and it will succeed, and it will succeed from day one if you just follow their steps. Now, that could not do more to set people up for failure when they first start running Facebook ads and Instagram ads. Because when people take their advice and first jump into these platforms and they create their first ad campaign, and if it doesn't succeed from the off, which is highly likely, they correctly assume that they've been lied to. But what they do is they throw the baby out with the bathwater, and instead of just thinking that they've been lied to in terms of how easy it is to get results, they think they've been lied to across the board, and they think that the whole platform is a waste of time, no one can ever get results, and that's not true either. The Meta Ads platform does work, I can assure you. We have over 100 clients live right now, many of them generating fantastic results, and there are millions of Facebook and Instagram advertisers. The idea that none of them are producing any results is just ludicrous. So you don't want to be at either extreme. You don't want to think that Facebook advertising is the easiest thing ever. As I said, my Springer Spaniel could run a campaign and it's guaranteed to succeed. But you also don't want to think that the platform can't work for anyone and it's all just a scam and a waste of time and no one should be involved. Neither are true. What is true is somewhere in the middle. The platform can deliver fantastic results. Many massive businesses at this point have been created off the back of successful Facebook and Instagram advertising. So this clearly is a platform that can work, but will it work overnight? Will it work the first time that you try it? Probably not. Facebook advertising is a skill, and in order to succeed at anything that is skill-based, you have to be good enough to get results. I would encourage you to think of Facebook ads and Instagram ads like a new hobby. Let's say, for example, you're about to go skiing for the first time, and for some reason, on the very first day, you decided to enter into a downhill ski race. And aside from the fact that you're probably going to break a lot of stuff in your body, you are not going to win that race. You are going to be competing against people that have been doing it for years, that it's their passion, they've dedicated time, they've developed their skills in that thing, and it's pretty obvious that you just wouldn't win that race. But people expect to be able to win the race when it comes to Facebook and Instagram ads, and that's partly because, as I've already described, they've been lied to, and partly because they don't realize they are in a race, that they are in a competition. That's exactly how an advertising platform like Meta works. You are competing against other advertisers for people's eyeballs, and the cost of Facebook and Instagram ads rises to the point at which the best can succeed and the ones that aren't very good at running ad campaigns can't. That's the natural equilibrium. Now, you might be thinking that if Facebook ads, Instagram ads are so competitive, why not just go ahead and do something else? But here's the thing. Any form of marketing that you can think of where there is large potential upside, and we know the potential upside that Facebook and Instagram advertising has if done well, anything that meets that criteria is going to be highly competitive. If you're trying to grow a YouTube channel or an organic following on Instagram or LinkedIn or some other form of marketing like TV ads or radio ads or billboards or whatever it happens to be, there are going to be people in that space that have done it for years, that have gotten very good at it, that obsess over it, that think about it day and night and how they're going to get better at it and get better results. And no matter what marketing activity you're engaging in, you're going to have to compete against those people. Even TikTok, for example, being the newer platform, there are still people that have spent thousands and thousands of hours working out exactly how to build a following, exactly how to monetize that audience once they've done so. So with any marketing channel, including Facebook and Instagram ads, you have to become really good in comparison to the competition to succeed, period. There simply are no if and buts or maybes about that. Now, hopefully you aren't feeling too disheartened right now. I don't want this video to come across like that at all. I'm about to give you the solution in a second. Before I do, just want to quickly let you know about our done-for-you Facebook and Instagram advertising services. If you want to work with a company that is spending time and has done for years obsessing about how to get better results and those fine margins, how to get really good at this competition, that's certainly my company. We certainly fit the bill. So if you want us to create, manage, optimize your campaigns, we can do that. You can find out more by clicking on the link in the video description, going ahead and booking a call with one of my team members who can explain more about what we do and how we might be able to help. We may have worked with a business just like yours in the past. And yeah, no obligation call. You can find out more and hopefully we get a chance to work together. Okay, so if people don't often succeed with Facebook ads and Instagram ads when they're first getting started because they're competing with people that have a lot more experience, what is the solution? How do you go about solving that problem without just having to spend tons of money and years becoming an expert? Here's what you do. You get to choose the competition that you enter. So if we go back to the skiing example, if you wanted to compete in downhill skiing, you would start by getting in a load of practice and falling over and getting better and developing that skill. You wouldn't go straight into an international competition. You'd start with a local competition that the level of competitor is not too high. You wouldn't be way out of your depth. And then once you get good at that, perhaps you're winning those consistently, you then move on to a regional race. And then from there, you might go to a national race. From there, you might go to international. You go up in steps, and you can do the exact same thing with Facebook ads and Instagram ads. So if you want to succeed with Facebook ads, there's two things I'd recommend you do. Firstly, commit to running Facebook ads for 12 months. By just committing the longer time period, much longer than most people would give as a trial run, you're already moving yourself past a ton of the competition. All those people that are going to give it a month or give it a few weeks, sometimes even a few days, you're going to go well ahead of them almost immediately because you're simply going to keep doing it and they're not. Secondly, pick a market and niche that is small enough that you can relatively easily become the very best in that market. For example, let's take patio cleaning businesses. How many patio cleaning businesses are there, say, within a 5-mile radius of where you live? Okay, and then within that number, how many of those are running Facebook ads and Instagram ads right now? 2, 3, maybe none, maybe a few more. And within those that are running Facebook and Instagram ads, how good are their ads? How easy would it be to be the best or the second best patio cleaning business that runs Facebook and Instagram ads in that small local market? It'd be pretty straightforward. You could spend a bit of time learning up about Facebook, Instagram advertising, and let's say a few weeks experimenting, and you could pretty much be there if you just put a bit of time and thought into that process. It is a lot easier to win that small market with your Facebook and Instagram ads than it is with other examples. Let's say you're trying to be the very best shoe brand that runs Facebook ads in the US nationwide to men aged 18 to 45. There's an enormous amount of competition, very skillful people competing in that space. Now, you could still win, but you need to have the skills, you need to have the right team around you to make it happen. That's much, much more difficult and definitely not an arena you want to compete in when you're just getting started. Now, going back to the patio cleaning business, that market isn't massive. The opportunity isn't enormous. Now, if you do it well, you could certainly become a millionaire off that business, but you're not going to be buying a super yacht based on that market opportunity. But once you've started dominating that market and your Facebook ads, Instagram ads are by far the best in that little niche, you can then move on to something that's maybe a bit more competitive, but also has a greater opportunity. So you could go from just patio cleaning services to, say, patio laying services in your city, and then expand to patio services in general in your region, your state. Maybe you could then move on to something like luxury landscape gardening. At each level, there's greater opportunity, but there's also more competition. But it's a much more natural progression to go from one smaller league up to a higher league, up to a higher league, up to a higher league. And that way, when you first get started, you're much more likely to succeed with your Facebook and Instagram ads because, as I've said, it's a lot easier to do so. And that means you're far more likely to keep going with it, less likely to quit. And then you can look back in 5 years' time, having moved up some leagues and developed your skills and gone through that process, and you'll be in a much, much better position than trying out Facebook and Instagram ads initially, competing in an arena that you're just not ready for yet, it not working, you giving up on the platform, going and doing something else, you experiencing the exact same with a YouTube channel, then the exact same with a TikTok account, then the exact same over on LinkedIn, and you just go around the houses, which is what a lot of people do. If you found this video useful, please go ahead and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments below. And in your quest to become one of the best Facebook and Instagram advertisers in your niche, I'd strongly recommend you check out this video. In it, I give you just one Facebook advertising tip, but it's a really important one you can implement very easily that can make a massive difference to your results. Go ahead and check it out.